Coloradans are not happy with Congressman Coffman. At a May 12th fundraiser, Coffman wrapped up a 12-minute speech to donors with an unprompted discussion aligning himself with the birther movement and attacking President Obama's citizenship and national identification. Coffman issued a written apology stating that he misspoke and apologized. He later commented that this apology was made for political purposes. Well, Congressman Coffman, your actions are completely unacceptable, offensive, and an embarrassment to our state, and 2,000 ProgressNow Colorado members agree. Your statements attacking President Obama and embracing the fringe birther conspiracy theories came at the end of a speech. No one asked you about it. You brought it up proactively and clearly did not misspeak. In fact, this is just one example of Congressman Coffman's extreme comments. He has repeatedly called Social Security a Ponzi scheme. He supported the failed so-called personhood initiative in the last election. He wanted to pull funding from Peace Corps teaching English in China. He supports English-only ballots. He supported Texas Governor Rick Perry in his failed attempt at a presidential nomination, and he has expressed support for controversial Congressman Paul Ryan as a vice presidential candidate. It's clear that extreme and divisive comments from Congressman Coffman are not unique to this one incident. He continues to pander to the far right, and it's getting harder for him to backpedal. Coffman's redrawn district is much more diverse than the one that elected him, and while he makes harmful statements and hides from constituents, the voters are taking notice. We're here to deliver more than 2,000 total signatures and comments to his congressional office, and I'd like to bring Alan up to just offer a few of those quotes.
Now here are just a few of the over 2,000 signatures and comments from Colorado voters, including many in Coffman's existing and future district. Joe in Centennial says to Rep. Coffman, "Considering the amount of money you make off the taxpayer, could you at least try to act like an adult? Your repeated over-the-top rhetoric is simply unacceptable." And Terry in Highlands Ranch writes, "President Obama was born in Hawaii and restored America's reputation in the rest of the world. He has served our nation with distinction. I'm ashamed to have a congressman who goes to a ridiculous extreme of questioning the patriotism of our president in an effort to undermine his authority at home and abroad." Sean in Littleton writes, "I don't know where Mike Coffman's head is at, but he is an embarrassment to our great state of Colorado. I am ashamed that he represents us in any way, and we deserve better."
Thank you. Congressman Coffman is a commissioned officer in the Marine Corps, and in his so-called apology, he took the opportunity to question the president's belief in American exceptionalism. I would like to bring Allie Cochran up to offer a related statement from John Stoltz, an Iraq War veteran and chairman of VoteVets.org.
So VoteVets' statement to Rep. Coffman is, for Congressman Coffman to use his status as a veteran as an excuse to call the Commander-in-Chief un-American is shocking, disgusting, and disgraceful. American exceptionalism means holding our country to a higher standard. Without a doubt, President Obama's policies and actions reflect a belief that, as Americans, we must lead the world by example. That includes showing respect for our countries, cultures, and religions, building alliances when we can, but also striking at those who do us harm, like Osama bin Laden. What undermines American exceptionalism is comments such as Congressman Coffman's. He has undermined our politics and our democracy, the very foundation of what makes America great. What is worse, he used his service in the Marine Corps as an excuse to make those attacks on the Commander-in-Chief. Such statements are a disgrace to those who have worn the uniform. Congressman Coffman must stop using his veteran status to smear the patriotism of the president who ordered the raid that killed Osama bin Laden, took thousands of troops out of harm's way, and was nearly doubled the veterans' budget. If Congressman Coffman truly believes in American exceptionalism, he should start by leading by example when it comes to our democracy and political debate.
Thank you, Ellie.
Yeah.
We have a copy of our press release and the more than 2,000 signatures and comments for you.
I'll be sure to make sure he gets it.
Great. Thank you very much for your time.
Anything else?
That is it.
Okay. Thank you for coming.